Hello, everyone. We have made it to day 2 of Quantum Inspiration. I am so honored to have you here. I am solo today. The kids are with their dad. So, what will we be diving into? I'm super excited, and I want to start by encouraging you to take imperfect action. Leap through your fears and take imperfect action. That is exactly what I am doing here. I am nervous. I don't know why I get so nervous. I've done many Facebook Lives, but there is something about making a commitment to you guys and really attempting to raise the bar and bring you meaningful content. It's like this fine balance between not being too rehearsed, not stuttering too much, and like allowing space for the divine to flow through you so that my message is from a higher source. Hey Lynn, I'm so happy to have you. So that's my message to start with. Take imperfect action, leap through your fears, and do things that scare the crap out of you, because this is growth. This is how we stop listening to that maladaptive part in our mind that wants to keep us in the same space because it thinks that it is keeping us safe. But if we're staying in the same space, we're not growing, right? So we've got to take the leap, and we've got to do some things that scare us every once in a while. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today is, as you know, this is like a mishmash of Abraham Hicks and Joe Dispenza. Yesterday I gave you a little bit of an introduction of both of them, and today I want to go into some specific ideas that they present and kind of marry the two. And so why these two people? Well, these are the two people who resonate the most with me, and I was inspired to take this information and bring it to you. And so that's another thing, is like, if you don't take the inspired action that you receive from source, from God, the divine, somebody else is going to. I was actually having a conversation with a musician not too long ago, and he told me, we were talking about this, like leaping through your fear and doing what inspires you and doing it like that. Do it right away. Don't think too much about it. Leap into it. And he said that he had this inspiration for a song, but because of fear, because something distracted him, he didn't move forward with that creative process. And then he like heard the song on the radio at a later date with the same melody, same rhythms and everything. So this inspiration is being delivered to us as a collective for a reason. And if it doesn't come through you, it's going to come from someone else. So why not let it be you, right? Why not let it be you? Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this figure. And so, like, pop in the comments. I know a lot of you are Abe followers or Joe followers or both. Like, what do you see when you see this? For me, I see a vortex of creation. I see an emotional guidance scale. So that's what I'm seeing this way. And so I was really inspired to show you this figure and kind of explain it from both schools of thought, which really it's all the same, but just two different explanations. Yes, vortex, Lynn. So, okay, so if we're looking at this as the vortex of creation, and we're also looking at this as the emotional guidance scale, like the upper level emotional guidance scale. So down here, we have our lower frequency emotions. And what are those? Pop it in the comments if you know what the lower frequency emotions are. We've got emotions like guilt, fear, shame, hate. These are all lower level emotionally, I can't talk. Lower level emotions vibrating at a lower frequency. And so what else do we have down here? We also have viruses, bacteria, cancer. All illness vibrates at a very low frequency. Up here, we have our higher vibrating emotions. Emotions like, pop them in the comments, freedom, love, power, joy, excitement. So these all vibrate at a higher frequency. What else vibrates at a higher frequency? A healthy body. So Anything down here, like virus, bacteria, illness, cannot live in a body that is sitting up here. So another reason why we do this work is for us to be healthy, to feel healthy, to stay healthy, to live a long, prosperous, awesome life. We want to vibrate up here. Okay, and so how do we go from here to here? There are many different ways we go from here to here. One of them is meditation. Another one would be going general. A lot of times when you're down here in anger, shame, guilt, it's hard for you to even reach a higher level emotion. Going specific, so you go general. Things are always working out for me, right? That's my favorite. Things are always working out for me. Things work out for me most of the time. I know that the divine has my back. I know that I have spirit guides surrounding me, raising me up, lifting me up. I know that the light is on my side. I know that the world is mostly good. These are all statements that are going to help us move up the vibration scale. Okay, so now, let me make sure I didn't miss it. Okay. The energy that creates worlds, right? The energy that creates worlds is up here. This is, we're in the receptive mode. We are allowing. Okay, now I'm going to flip it. Okay, so now when I flip it, now what we're kind of looking at is, when we're looking at Joe Dispenza's school of thought, is we're looking at energy centers or chakras. He calls them energy centers because he found a little bit of resistance to the term chakra because it seems mystical and that logical mind wasn't always clicking with it. So he chose to call your chakras energy centers. Okay, so imagine there's a body in the background, a physical body sitting in a meditative position in the background. So you've got, your lower extremities here, your legs and such, and then as you move up, we move up to your head. And so a lot of energy circulates down in these lower energy centers. And so these are the energy centers that create life, right? Your sexual organs down in this area. This is where you digest. There's a lot of energy in this lower part of your body. And then one of the goals in what Joe Dispenza teaches us is to harness the power here and to drive it up to your brain in order to activate your pineal gland. And in activating your pineal gland, you are gaining access to possibility. Access to possibility lies within the quantum field, lies within the vortex. So Abe would say, what radio station are you listening to? What are you tuned to? Because whatever you're tuned to is what you're going to receive. So if you are tuned to happy, positive emotions, you're going to receive happy, positive circumstances in your life. You can't receive what you're not tuned to, right? So this is the law of attraction. When we look at it in terms of Joe Dispenza's information, he talks about the quantum field. When you activate the pineal gland, you gain access to the quantum field because you're releasing neurochemicals in your brain that activate and support positive emotion. I feel like there's a point I'm missing there. Hold on. Okay, electromagnetism. Okay, so when we are activating the pineal gland, we become electromagnetic. We are literally like magnets, drawing in what we are putting out. So boom, we put out into the quantum field and we pull it back in through magnetism. And so when we activate the mind and when we activate the heart, they come together, electromagnetic, and we draw all the good stuff in. And so, like, what does this have to do with kids? Every time I will remind you that it is our responsibility to pass this information on to our kids. Whether you're grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, you're a teacher, we pass this information on so that they're not carrying all of the old stories that we are carrying. So we are literally rewriting our history, creating a legacy for our children, and we are changing their genes. This is epigenetics. So this goes along with Joe Dispenza's school of thought. Epigenetics. We literally are rewriting genes. They are watching genes change. They are watching telomeres grow and lengthen so that we live longer lives. And so how do we explain this to our kids? I like to explain it to my kids in terms of radio frequency, because that's something that they can understand, and also in terms of a magnet. So you think of a magnet, it has a positive and a negative pole, just like our bodies, right? And then you think of what happens if you have a magnet that doesn't function very well. It has lost its magnetism. What do? Do you know? Tell me in the comments. You go get another magnet that is strong and you rub them together. And the magnet that is not strong is reactivated. So this is a great way to explain why the company you keep is so important, because we are always exchanging energy with everyone around us. We can't see it. Some of us can't necessarily feel it in the moment, but it is always happening. So you are the company you keep. It's so important to think about the people that you are surrounding yourself with. Think about the people that you are exposing your children to, and equip them to, when they go out into the world and when they go out into difficult circumstances, how to remain in a positive place, in a place of positive expectation in the midst of all the chaos going on around them. And how do we do that? Meditation is my favorite practice. Positive affirmation. Get your kids a journal. Teach them to write gratitudes. Write gratitudes with them. Because as we express gratitude for that which we have, more is delivered. More is delivered. Okay, so I want to show you the pineal gland. Don't judge my artistry here. Can you even see it? Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so this is my beautiful rendition of a brain. Your pineal gland essentially sits right in the center of the brain for the most part. And so we're going to do a couple of practices that are going to help you to activate the pineal gland. And so why are we doing that? Because when we activate the pineal gland, when we send energy to the pineal gland, we are encouraging our brain to release a lot of positive chemicals. Chemicals that do many things for us. Chemicals that lengthen our life. Chemicals that protect our heart, our lungs, our brain, our entire body from chronic diseases, any illness. We are drawing positive things into our lives. And overall, we are just making our life better when we're activating the pineal gland. All of these happy chemicals are released, and we feel better, and we make change in the world around us. We are part of the collective raising of the vibration of the planet when we are intentional about activating the pineal gland and stepping into the vortex. So the first one, what's up, Preston? Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to do a meditation that, actually no, before we do the meditation, let's do the breathing technique. There are many ways to activate your pineal gland. I would encourage you to get onto YouTube, and you can search it on YouTube, pineal gland activation. There are many breathing techniques that work for it. I'm going to show you one, and we're not going to do it a lot. I just want to show you the technique so that you can take it and kind of run with it. And then you can also search Joe Dispenza, pineal gland activation, and he will walk you through it as well. But I want to show you this, and I want to tell you why. So like I said earlier, we are taking all of the energy down here in this part of your body that digests, that keeps you safe, that creates life. And we are going to push that energy up through the spinal cord into the pineal gland. So essentially, we are activating the vessels in the brain, which will exert pressure on the pineal gland and help it to release these positive chemicals. So I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, that's what my kids call it. I'm channeling the children here. And you're gonna sit with your posture nice and straight because we want that flow to be optimized. And when you take a deep breath, what happens in your skull is the sutures that put your skull together, hold it together, kind of relax a little bit and allow the flow of the spinal fluid. So your spinal fluid flows up your spinal cord, around your brain and down, up and around and down. And so this is a constant process. And in encouraging this flow, we are encouraging proper function, because when every single process that your body does runs through your spine and through your brain in some way. So we're supporting optimum flow there. Okay, so what you're gonna do, rest your hands on your knees, really sit up straight, and some people will kind of tense their arms, will kind of push back a little bit so that they're nice and tall, but let your shoulders drop. What you're gonna do is you're going to take a deep breath. As you inflate your lungs, you're going to progressively tighten the muscles from your pelvis up to your pecs here. Okay, so what you're gonna do to tighten them is you're gonna lift. So you're gonna lift and like tighten your butt cheeks. So as you breathe in, you're gonna tighten your butt cheeks. As you continue to breathe in, you're going to pull your belly button into your stomach, so you're tightening your abdominal muscles. And then you're gonna breathe in, you're gonna tighten your pectoral muscles, and even tighten your biceps, okay? I want you to try it once, and I want you to tell me what you feel. So what we're doing is we're squeezing all of these, and we're pushing that cerebrospinal fluid up the spine, pushing like a straw, pushing. So as you do that, so breathe in, tighten your buttocks, pull your belly button into your spine, and then tighten, and then hold your breath. And what you should feel is you're gonna feel the tightness of your muscles, and then you're gonna feel some pressure in your head. And you wanna focus on the top of your head. We're aiming for the crown. So, and you will feel it and hold it. And right when your brain tells you to go ahead and blow out that breath, hold it for 2 more seconds and then blow out. So we're pushing all of this. And what I've learned is that it's a good practice to start doing it for 5 minutes at a time. And you just blow out, relax, and you're gonna take another deep breath in. And you should feel kind of a release. So that is a great practice to do, even for just 5 minutes, even just 2 minutes every morning. Okay, and so next I want to do a guided meditation, which this guided meditation, we're actually just going to visualize the activation of the pineal gland. And if you're just now joining me, I'm going to show you this little graph. That dot in the center of your brain is your pineal gland, and that is what we are activating right now, because this is how, what we do to activate and to make what is in here more real than what is out there. And this is how we tap into possibility. Okay, and this is how we tap into like serious visualization. When you activate your pineal gland, when they look at this under like high intensity, I'm not real sure what kind of scan they do, but they say it actually almost like crystallized sparkles. And what happens is you, I don't know what it's called, but it is whatever chemical an electric eel releases. Melatonin is converted into this chemical. And so then a lot of times you'll see colors and stuff when you're closing your eyes meditating, okay? And then you go one step deeper to DMT, is like the strongest hallucinogenic there is. So a lot of people will do plant medicine in order to access the DMT to have hallucinations, mystical experiences. Well, we can do this ourselves. It just takes intention and focus. Okay, so sit however is comfortable for you. I am gonna place my hands in an upward position on my knees to get into the receptive mode and allow all of the goodness of the universe to come into my experience. I'm gonna close my eyes. I want you to take a nice deep breath. If you hear my dog snoring, I apologize. Deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, we're gonna take another deep breath. Filling the belly, really feeling the air go in through the nose. Hold it and exhale. Do it again, feeling the belly expand and the air move in through the nose. Hold it. Okay, now, what I want you to picture is a large chest, a large antique chest sitting in front of you. It looks like a treasure chest. I want you to open the lid. The chest is empty. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pull out any negative emotion that is sitting in your body. I want you to see it as a color, see it as the actual word. I want you to pull out fear and put it in the chest. Pull out anxiety, put it in the chest. Pull out doubt, pull out uncertainty, pull out sadness, anger, resentment, guilt, any other emotion you can think of that is weighing on your heart today or yesterday or last year. Take it all out and put it in the chest. Now close it. As you close the chest, you see it dissolve. It dissolves into thin air. Take a deep breath, feeling the air enter through your nose. Fill your lungs, feeling the rise of your belly, and hold it for a few seconds. And then release. The next deep breath, I want you to see a white light entering through your nose as you take a nice deep breath in. This is light, love, joy, peace, possibility, all going into your brain, into your heart, swirling around, feeling your entire body. Exhale. Take another nice deep breath of that white, pure, amazing light. See it swirl up into your brain, throughout your body, encircling your heart, your lungs, all of your organs. Release. Smile. Feel the happy chemicals release when you smile. That's all it takes is a simple smile. Take another nice deep breath. Seeing that white light enter your body, going all around your limbs, your fingers, your toes. Now as you blow that air out, I want you to see white light exit and swirl your body. It is wrapping all around your entire body, swirling, 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 creating a vortex of love and opportunity and possibility, and you are right in the center of it. Take another nice deep breath. Release. Now this next deep breath you take is going to be a yellow light that is going to go into your brain and circle around your pineal gland. You're going to see it go to the center of your brain. Picture the pineal gland and a swirling, beautiful ray of sunshine, yellow light circling around, activating your pineal gland. Take a deep breath. Going in, circling, circling, circling. You see it activating, you see it sparkling. Circling, circling, circling. Another deep breath with that white or with that yellow, bright, golden sunshine light going into your brain. Circling around your pineal gland. I want you to smile. And that white or that yellow light is staying with you. It's going to stay with you. Keep the depths of your brain activated, the pineal gland, the gland of possibility. Connects us to the quantum field, lets us step into the vortex. We are the vortex. We are the vortex. It is done, and so it is. Deep breath. When you're ready, you can open your eyes slowly. And tell me how you feel. Okay. And know that what you visualize in your mind is just as real as the external world. As a matter of fact, it's even more real. So control your thoughts. Try to make it a habit to conquer your mind every morning. Step into the silence, because if you can conquer it in the morning, you can conquer it for the rest of the day. You control your mind. Your mind does not control you. What you think becomes. Use it to your advantage, not your disadvantage. Think more about what you want, less about what you don't want. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me for day 2. I will be back tomorrow. Please throw a replay in the comments if you're watching the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an amazing day. I am sending tons of love to you. Bye-bye, you guys.